Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai Satcharitra, an Insight, Episode 262. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Devotees, we have been heeding to the amazing Leelas of Sri Sai Maharaj in the life of Chandrabai Borkar and her husband Ramachandra Borkar. It is very important for us to ponder upon the advice given by Sri Sai Maharaj to Chandrabai Borkar in conducting ourselves as we socialize in this world. Sri Sai Baba said, never have hatred, hostility, resistance, jealousy, or arguing attitude. Even if someone shows animosity to us, we should engage our mind in Namajapa and ignore them. To recall, in the earlier episodes, we heard that Chandrabai Borkar and Radhabai Chandorkar were also closely acquainted. They both served Sri Sai Baba with devotion and determination. At that juncture, Sri Sai Maharaj gave similar advice to Radhabai Chandorkar. He said, if someone speaks ill of us, we need to tolerate and ignore them. Never retaliate. Instead, get involved in Nam Jap, that is, chanting the holy name of the Lord. Sri Sai Baba also indicated to Chandrabai about his samadhi 3 months prior to Dashera of 1918. As we know that whenever Ramachandra Borkar was on travel owing to his job, Chandrabai Borkar would come to Shiradi and serve the Guru. Similarly, on one such occasion, she was staying in Shiradi for few months in the year 1918, and when Chandrabai came to take Sri Sai's blessings and consent to leave, Sri Sai told her, Bai, you need not hereafter trouble to come and see me here. I am with you wherever you are. In this way, Sri Sai indicated to Chandrabai in a subtle manner about leaving his mortal coil, whereas Chandrabai Borkar didn't get the gist of this assertion of Sri Sai Baba. During this time, Sri Sai Maharaj was in good health. There was no sign of his passing away. So she thought that this was the advice of Sri Sai to her out of his concern for her. Chandrabai left Shiradi and went to a place known as Panchgani. This place was also so serene, filled with luxurious greenery. Despite being in such a lovely environment, unfortunately, her mind was restless and filled with anxiety. Though there was no reason for her to worry, she couldn't be happy. At this juncture, she received a letter from Kaka Sahib Dikshit that reads thus: Mother, Sri Sai Baba's health is not good. He keeps remembering you very often. He might leave his mortal coil soon. Chandrabai was shattered reading this letter. She began to weep profusely and understood the reason for her restlessness. This shows her strong devotion and association with Baba. Immediately, she started from Panchgani and reached Shiradi. Sri Sai Baba was bedridden. Body was very weak that he was unable to even go for his Bhiksha rounds. Chandrabai was one of the blessed ones to be with Sri Sai Baba during his last moments. It was she who placed the tulsi leaf in Sri Sai Baba's mouth at the time of his Mahasamadhi. She also gave him some water at the last moments, and Bayaji did the same. This she conveyed to Pujya Sri Narasimha Swamiji while she was interviewed by him. During every visit of Chandrabai to Shirdi, Sri Sai Maharaj gave her handfuls of udi. This she preserved and in the later years distributed as an aid to those suffering from mental and physical challenges. Chandrabai is also blessed to have received a unique object from Sri Sai Baba. Yes, once Sri Sai Maharaj was engaged in a conversation at Dwarakamai and suddenly called out, Bai! And pulled his tooth and gave it to her, asked her to keep it as his blessing. She made an amulet, kept the tooth inside that, and inserted the amulet in a chain and wore it around her neck. This is considered as the greatest opportune for a devotee. Previously, a tooth of Sri Sai Baba was given to a devotee named Nikam, and this was installed in Sri Sai Baba temple at Pune and has been considered as one of the most powerful temples by the devotees engulfed with Sri Sai Baba's vibrations. Similarly, even Lord Buddha's tooth is worshipped in one of his temples. Chandrabai's loving devotion was well appreciated by Sri Sai Maharaj, and as an accumulation of her past good deeds, she has been blessed to receive his tooth as a divine gift from him. Let's now listen to another blessing that she received. Sri Sai Baba once gave her a beautiful artwork of his by Shamrao Jakar, picturizing the sitting posture. This portrait is very realistic and depicts the features of Sri Sai Baba very clearly. This portrait was revered and worshipped well by Chandrabai. Later, this was installed at her home in Ville Parle and has been worshipped by her descendants till date. Also, once Sri Sai Baba picked up his staff known as Satka and gave it to Chandrabai, asking her to keep it as his blessing. She kept the holy Satka very safely and worshipped it. Devotees, isn't this an incredible blessing to her? Thus, she received the holy ashes, a tooth, a beautiful portrait, and the holy satka from the divine hands of Sri Sai Maharaj. She kept all these significant items safely at her home and worshipped them with great devotion. In the later years, a temple was constructed at Ville Parle in the front portion of the land on which her house was situated. A magnificent marble pratima of Sri Sai Baba in sitting posture on the ground with legs crossed as seen in the sanctum sanctorum of Dwarakamai has been installed in this temple. This is one of the must places to visit for every Sai devotee as this temple has been constructed by Chandrabai Borkar who has earned the love, compassion and guidance of Sri Sai Maharaj throughout her life and has been addressed as his own sister associated with him for the past 7 births. Many ardent devotees of Sri Sai Maharaj lived in the city of Bandra. To list, house of Hemat Panji, Kaka Sahib Dikshit ji are all in that proximity. A beautiful pratima of Sri Sai Baba has been installed in the home mandir of Kaka Sahib Dikshit's housing complex. Devotees can visit these holy places too. Let's get back to the original thread and listen to the Sadgati granted to Ramachandra Borkar as narrated by Chandrabai Borkar to Pujya Sri Narasimha Swamiji in the interview. As we heard in the previous episodes, Ramachandra Borkar was an atheist. His greatest strength and blessing is his wife Chandrabai Borkar. As a reward to the devotion of Chandrabai Borkar, many blessings were granted to Ramachandra by Sri Sai Baba. Ramachandra had experienced the Leelas of Sri Sai Baba personally. His life was saved by Sri Sai Baba, and all this should have brought a change in his mind, and eventually he must have also become a devotee of Sri Sai Maharaj. This transformation must have granted him Sadgati, that is, liberation from the cycle of birth and death. It is believed that his lifespan must have been short. Knowing this, Sri Sai Baba must have blessed him by extending his lifetime. This could be one of the reasons for Sri Sai Baba to advise Chandrabai Borkar to perform the Kokila Vrat. In the year 1934, that is 16 years after Sri Sai Baba's Mahasamadhi, Ramachandra Borkar grew weak and fell sick. Sri Sai Maharaj wanted to prepare Chandrabai Borkar to face a calamity that's going to hit in 2 months. In this manner, his grace and protection to Chandrabai were revealed in every situation. His compassion upon his devotees is boundless. At this juncture, Sri Sai appeared in a dream and said, Bai, do not worry. Have no fears. I am planning to take Sri Ram with me. Chandrabai said, Baba, take me away first. The response of Sri Sai Maharaj was, There's a lot of work that you need to do. You must nerve yourself to survive your husband and do the duty allotted to you. Sri Sai addresses Ramachandra as Sri Ram. Devotees, please give your complete focus. Even after 16 years of his Mahasamadhi, the care and concern upon Chandrabai didn't vanish or lower a bit. His love for his sister is such that he didn't want her to get shattered after her husband's demise. Hence, this forewarning is given to her by Sri Sai Baba. Next morning, she conveyed her dream to her husband. As always, Ramachandra brushed away her warning. Moreover, he was only weak, but there was no sign of death. Very soon, he developed kidney stones in his body and high cough supervened his body. At this juncture, he felt that he would die soon. So he shared this thought with his wife and also added that he wished to die after Chaturmasya. There were still 2 months until Chaturmasya would end. Soon his limbs became stiff and lost consciousness. Death was inevitable for him at this situation. Chandrabai beseeched Sri Sai to spare her husband's life until the Chaturmasya is completed. Lo, wonder of wonder! The very next day, Ramachandra regained his consciousness. His limbs lost their rigidity and he became cheerful. This was a medical miracle executed by Sri Sai for the sake of Chandrabai. Chaturmasya ended. 7 days after that was Kartik Purnima, then was Pratipada. Ramachandra's health was deteriorating. He understood that his end was nearing. That midnight, he drank tea and asked her to perform Sri Sai Baba's arati and chant Vishnu Sahasranama loudly. Chandrabai followed the instructions of her husband. This continued until the next morning. He seemed to feel good. Doctors were called to examine him, and they were hopeful that he would get better. Whereas Chandrabai knew that these 2 months' extension of life to her husband was the mercy of Sri Sai Baba and was intuited by Sri Sai Baba to her that Ramachandra might pass away by afternoon. Hence, she gave him Ganges water to drink. He drank that and chanted Sri Ram, Sri Ram. At that moment, a chokra, that is a servant boy, came and called him Baba. Ramachandra got up saying, Ho! And chanting Sri Ram, he passed away. All the time Chandrabai was sitting next to him and praying fervently to Sri Sai Baba and Lord Krishna to take her husband to their divine feet. Ramachandra passed away peacefully and consciously, chanting the holy name Sri Ram. Chandrabai Borkar told Pujya Sri Narasimha Swamiji that she could see the grace of Sri Sai Baba in securing a peaceful end to her husband's life. Lord Krishna asserts in Bhagavad Gita that whatever one remembers at the time of death, O son of Kunti, one attains that state. As Ramachandra passed away chanting Sri Ram, it is evident that he attained Lord's feet, that is liberation. Chandrabai Borkar could realize that the divine power of Sri Sai Maharaj is guiding and protecting her life throughout. In the later years, a sort of black magic was administered by evil minded people to the house she was residing in. But again, the supreme powers of Sri Sai Maharaj pulled her out of all these troubles. We shall listen about this enthralling divine sport of Sri Sai Maharaj and more Leelas in the coming episodes. Bow to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Oh, Sai Ram.